Okay, so this is obviously a game I haven't seen. I don't know what happens in it. I'm kind of going at it blind. So let's see. So what was your plan for this game?
Oh, wow. That is a great question. So I recorded and took notes on this 2 weeks ago, or maybe
Mm-hmm.
three, whenever we tried to do a schedule our first thing. So
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna have to fresh look at this.
Okay.
So
That's fine.
A
That's good.
A
If
is
anything.
gonna be I'm gonna try my level two cheese. I
Okay.
found that this is what you recommended, and
Yep.
it's works pretty well. With Warwick, it's a little coin flippy, at least the way
Yeah.
I haven't found a solid way to execute it.
Yeah. You can't really
And
invade a Warwick. He's one of the few that you can't.
Udyr is a
Yeah.
little coin flippy, but I have found even folks like Jarvan, Lee Sin,
Yep.
you know, Evelyn, I've fucked up early games, so it's worked pretty
Yeah.
good. So I'm gonna try this out on Belveth. I will actually say for whatever crazy reason, I have a low. I I lose to Belveth as Yi often, which is weird because she's my other main, and like globally she has like a very low win rate versus Yi. Like Yi supposed to use
Okay.
anyway.
So the
But
only thing with that, I'd say don't like one of the first things to do is like completely forget about win rates and percentages and stats. The data is there as a foundation. It's meant to be
yeah,
there for you to interpret in however way you see fit. So try not to ever rely on data as the primary source of
yeah.
information,
That
but
makes
you
sense.
can say, okay, I usually lose to Belveth. Is this because of this? So the thing with Belveth and Yi that you have to also remember is Yi has been around since the beginning of the game, and Belveth has not. So you get people that are just picking up Belveth that have never played it before. And if you've never played it before, she's actually a little bit difficult. So it's like you've got a difficulty to the champion, and obviously Yi is a lot more straightforward, a lot more simple.
Yeah. All to say is, I don't know what I was thinking in this game. Looking at this comp now, I would say Misfortune, she's definitely like an early game ADC, wants to get ahead. And what do I have in there? I can't even see. It's like too
Nautilus.
small. How do I make this bigger? There we go. Okay. And a knot. So a knot's not too bad, get a little CC there.
Mm-hmm.
So probably head towards bot lane. Um, is probably my thought here, looking at like, going Teemo top versus bot. And then I do have this kind of propensity where I start top very, very often
Mm-hmm.
just to not make my bot lane leash. Um,
Okay.
and I find that in low elo, um, kind of not putting that burden on them gives you like a little, like if they can get to lane early and they get the push early, I find that is valuable often.
Yep.
So anyway, that I find to be more consistently valuable than saying like, for example, I don't know, let's say there was like a Fiora top or I'm trying to think of somebody who could like Renekton.
Yeah.
Like if there was a Renekton top, and I'd be like, oh, Renekton's got CC. He's like an early game champ. I'm gonna path top, and then I'll path top, and the Renekton's absolute dog shit.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like a
Mine.
coin. It's like a coin flip. So anyway, I tend to start top because it's more. It provides more consistent value in my games because
Okay.
people don't know how to play their champs. Is
So
my
yeah, I
philosophy
mean,
at least. So
yeah, I mean the thing with Yi that you want to be doing mostly is you want to kind of linger around bot lane anyway because dragons are so powerful.
yep, that too.
But we've
Yep.
also got a no flash top lane too, which could be potentially
Yeah,
abusable as
yeah,
well.
yeah. So actually, I know I started top, but then
I mean, starting red is still fine. It's still good.
yeah, cool. Oh, hey, look at that! Did I even ping for help? I never do that. I
Hmm.
probably did that because I think you told me to ping for help.
Hell yeah, yeah. Make sure they know where you want to start.
Yeah.
Okay, so, oops. Okay, so Standard start. Obviously we can see here that there has been a pull in bolting. So again, yeah, ward that off over, good.
And apparently I'm on a ward right here, so
Okay.
this is a very bronze moment.
I mean,
Nobody rotates. I'm watching the lanes to see if
yeah,
they rotate
nobody's
on them.
moving, so
Did Mord rotate? I can't actually tell.
no, he died.
Oh, he died. Okay, yeah. So anyway.
Okay, so now what we do here is take walls because she's not coming. Oh wait, she did come. Is she gonna try and fight? Oh no, we should have fought this.
I
Okay,
did.
good, good, good. Okay. The only thing with this fight that I would recommend is
Mhm.
don't instantly use Q. So get a few E's in first, and then you can chase after her. She didn't flash, which is funny, but here as well, take her camp. Like we've just killed her, we've got plenty of HP. Go take her wolves.
Yep, makes sense.
And you're just looking to punish as much as possible. Because now there's still one camp she can come back and get. And the thing you have to realise is because we, as junglers, we both have 6 camps. If you take one away, you go up to 7. But then as soon as you clear yours, you basically get 2. Plus 2 camp advantage. Just off taking the 1. So it's very, very good. Very good. Because she can't just walk and take your camps if you go and instantly farm them, right? So... Okay, so we get this. So where do we path from here? So, okay, so this is a bit bad. So the issue that we have right now is because we're pathing here, she could, in theory, have just gone directly like this to try and cut her losses. So by doing this and go for this crab, which this crab doesn't matter anyway, it's not important. This one is a little bit more important because it's the first one. Well, it will show drag spawning. So this crab, like, the crabs aren't really worth that much anymore. They got heavily nerfed. Well, I mean, so it's not that they got nerfed. It's that they were just as strong as the jungle. Then jungle XP got nerfed. Then they didn't get nerfed. And then when they were dragged in line with the rest of the jungle, that's when they became useless, basically. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I I was basically ignoring. I wouldn't say ignoring crabs, but I was really undervaluing, or like, I don't say undervaluing. Anyway, what's up?
Yeah. So here, just push this in, crash this in. If your laner is going to be stupid like this and not control a wave, then you can claim this gold and get it into tower, so then it'll pull back, and then we look for a gank.
Yep.
So in low elo, as a jungler, your goal isn't just to be a jungler; it's also to basically look after your lanes.
Yep, makes sense. Yeah, no, I was not valuing crabs very much, and then Verkayu, made a really big deal about double crabbing and getting your crabs, and so ever since the boot camp, I've been trying to
Okay.
get double crab, but hey, it's whatever.
Yeah. So they don't really matter that much. The bottom one does because obviously it shows the dragon spawn, so it's actually somewhat important. But the top one doesn't really do that much. I mean, because the issue is that the reason why they're not as important as they can be is because there's certain things you can do to avoid the vision. So say you've got this one here, and they walk like this to try and gank lane. They go, oh, okay, they can see it. They can go around this corner and then go up like this. Or if, say, for example, they're coming this way, you can actually squeeze through like this and not be seen. If, say, for example, there is a ward in Tribush by the Mordekaiser right now, you can blast cone over and you can squeeze past like this, and you don't get seen by either. So the fact that there isn't actually doesn't really provide that great vision anyway. I mean, vision is vision. Don't get me wrong, but like on this one, it's a little bit different because let's say, for example, they jump over and they want to do the dragon, and you come from this way, then you can basically trap them in the pit, force them to flash, or kill them. Or vice versa, if you were on blue side, what you can do is like basically if in your position, then what you do is you can then pull it onto the vision and farm it pulled, whereas they can never really pull the dragon from blue side, so it's just a little bit useless. Okay, so this should be some free kills. We could have just moved earlier, by the way. So one mistake that we made is, so we're farming this camp, sure, but
I think my thought was like you can see I moved my camera,
yeah,
and so here I just think like they're overextended and dead. And I was like, well, I'll wait. I'm not gonna move off the camp now because I think they're dead. But I'm gonna see how this fight plays out. That was my mindset. Now maybe
yeah,
it's the wrong mindset. Maybe it's like, nope, you should always move, no matter
yeah.
what. Like, always move.
So you should just move. So why do you think you should just move here? Why do you think I'm saying this specifically? It's in this freeze frame.
Um,
Who's ahead? Your Belveth.
well, I'm ahead, so
Yeah, exactly.
if I make it a 3v3, we win the 3v3.
Yeah, exactly. You're level 4, she's level 3. So you are already stronger in the 3v3. So you want to instantly move to try and counter it. Just instantly go. If the fight ends up, stalling out, then whatever, but like they did well considering, but we could have
Right.
already been almost there now.
Yep.
Which would have
Yeah.
meant
When
it
I
could
saw
have.
they got a couple kills, I was like, man,
Yeah.
I'll head down there. They
So now we go, and
killed.
now we should be able to get some kills.
I don't know what I did here. Let's find out. Oh, here I was really frustrated. Yeah, like
Oh god, yeah. So we played this one kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie.
yep, yep, nope, agreed. I should have
So
saved my queue. I think I haven't
yeah,
said that in my notes.
yeah.
I
So
haven't said in
one
my
thing.
notes, save my queue.
Oh yeah. So I didn't. I haven't got the notes open. But yeah, what you
Doesn't
want to do
matter.
is
Yeah,
in these positions, like if you're coming around like this, where are they gonna run to?
down.
Yep, down potentially. But you can
Yep,
then just go like this.
yep.
So what you're doing is you're basically looking to intercept them as they're running away.
Mhm.
And then by doing
Yep,
that, you can use your Q to gap close. So you
yep.
just walk up, start Eing. A couple of E's would have been more than enough. To be honest, I don't even think you need to Q him at all in this situation. I think a few basic attacks would have actually provided more.
Yeah. No, that was like a fail. Like if I Q right there instead of flashing, he's dead
Yeah,
because I wasted my Q on the wave.
yeah,
It's a big mistake. Yep. I don't know why I did that,
it's okay.
but
So again, mechanical errors, I mean, they will happen.
yep.
Especially since you're currently bronze. It's like, with time, they get easier. But yeah, also we do have a lot of gold on us. Right, so these are still first rotation camps. So what do you
That's
think
right.
we should have done here?
Okay. So
What should I go?
my
What should we be looking for on the map right now?
my thought process here is uh I want to get my first rotation camps out, which includes my Krugs I don't think I've taken yet.
No, you
So I
haven't.
basically want to take Romp and Blue and back and
And then what you're gonna do?
um like clear down to the drag that's up. So if I had some vision, I might drop that, but I don't. Uh, so I don't like to take drag without bot prio.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna take blue and back is my thought process. But what would
Okay.
you do?
So the thing is, you can take dragon really really quick on Massey, really really quick. And to be honest, it's very flip if they will even come to the dragon, especially when you're in bronze. So it's a bit flippy, but in bronze it'll work all too often. What I would have probably done here is just recalled, spent my 1600 gold, come back, get blue buff so I have the full duration of it. Because right now we're going to take blue buff
Mm-hmm.
and then we're going to reset. And then we're going to basically be wasting blue buff through the reset and through being in the base and then coming back to it later.
No, no, no. I'm going to Krugs. I'm almost sure I'm going to Krugs
Yeah,
here.
but so what I mean is I would have done is reset and then come get the blue because even
and
so,
then
you're
take
still
the
gonna
drag.
have the blue reset, and yeah, and then basically, then you take the drag.
But if I take, so just a question, like if I do that play,
Okay,
then I'm bot lane and there's no camps to take.
but it's okay, like because this dragon is super important. Because what ends up
Okay.
happening here is you get this first dragon, and then you don't have to choose what you want to do next. So the thing that let me open Rift. The issue that we will have is this spawns at 5 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this spawns at 8. So what you do is you have a 3 minute window where you can basically clear this dragon away
Mm-hmm.
and still have time to clear your camps out, set yourself up, spend, and then get to Herald at 8. So what ends up happening is if you just look to force this dragon, like so often in the elo that you're in, you will get it quite easily. Like I do this in like platinum games, and it still works. So because nobody's really paying attention, as long as there isn't a ward on it, so this is where you would buy one control ward only. As long as there isn't a ward on it, you can pull it out to here, and you can take it quite safely, quite safe.
Okay.
So then, obviously,
That's a change in my typical strategy. I
hmm
don't I don't take first drag often. After the HP buffs, I don't like to take it unless I have health.
oh, so that after that,
Um,
the dragons got buffed by a ridiculous amount. Did you see the patch?
yeah, the dragon HP now is really really hard to solo. So
It's okay on League. On Yi, sorry. Was it
I
this?
get really really low on first drag even if I'm like level 5. Now level 5 plus I don't know what could I get, a longsword and a dagger probably with 1500. No, actually, well, let me think about this. With what did I have? I had 1500 because I had a kill,
Yeah,
huh?
it's
So that's
1600, 1650.
six. Oh yeah. Okay, so I mean I've got a freaking recurve bow. So yeah, I could take drag with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
Or you
sense.
can just go vampiric. Go vampiric with daggers.
Yeah, okay. You know what? I kind of swap between those, kind of depending on the state.
Yeah,
And
I think with Master Yi, vampiric first is really nice because you just heal so much because of your passive, your double auto passive.
okay, you always go vampiric first.
Yeah, I really like it. If I'm going Bork Rush, then yeah. Like, obviously, there's some games where I'll go Kraken Rush if I'm into, like, really tanky kind of enemies. But in this game, not really. Like, I mean,
Okay,
Belveth
interesting.
is a bit
I'll
naturally, but...
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. This is I'm taking some notes.
Yeah, no worries. Feel free. I'm also recording this as well, so I'll upload it as well at a later point.
Here
Um,
first. Yeah, I tend to go recurve. I'll do like recurve and then longsword
yeah.
towards the vampiric, or sometimes I even take the boots first to get the speed boost.
It was actually
But
1218. Was it further back?
we're on 1219 is the current patch, or when dragons get the
Yeah, I
buff.
could have swore it was
I think
like
it was
12.
17.
I thought it was 1217, but I couldn't see it. So maybe I'm just being
Yeah.
blind, but
It down at the bottom, it should have like the patch notes for
yeah,
like.
you have to go to the actual Dragon Slayer area.
Yeah,
Uh,
all that's to say is yeah, they
there we go. Oh,
yeah,
it's
1217, that's a
1214.
1214.
1214
Yeah,
it was.
1214 was a big they
Yeah.
buffed everything.
So this is
Yeah.
this is when the meta changed really heavily because as you can see here, the bonus went from 14% max to 28% max, so that got doubled. Slow resistance went up by more basically double as well. With Hex Tech, the damage. Sorry, the haste went up and the attack speed went up, so that's worth a ridiculous amount now. Like an extra 3% attack speed from Hex Tech early is incredibly strong. What was the dragon that. So it was Ocean. So you would have basically got a 3% missing health heal, which is actually really big. Like, especially when you're
Hmm.
playing something like Yi, because you have that vampiric as well, and then you heal up massively. So you could have actually got that very easily. Actually, you had 1750.
Yeah, so I mean that's
Oh, yeah, so this is this part where the problem comes in. So see what's happened now?
okay, wait.
So we're attacking this Belveth,
Hmm.
which could work, don't get me wrong. But Why do you think we didn't kill her here, even though we're so far ahead?
I don't have any. The gold's not on the map,
Yeah, you haven't actually spent this gold.
and I didn't. I queued her again. I didn't
Yeah.
save my queue. That
So
was my.
the issue is here. So see how what I said previously. You could have been in base, coming out, take blue, and then you could have met her in this area
Yep.
instead of taking the blue
Yep.
right there.
Yeah.
Because
I will. I will also. I will take responsibility,
mm-hmm.
but I will here again blame. Well, this is good color. So during the boot camp, one of the things that I have started to play with more gold. So I had another couch like a while back, and yeah, they would basically be like they were trained. They were like basically like if you have 1100, if you have an item, like you base when you have the item. Don't you're staying out too long, all those kind of things. And so I
Okay.
never ever got to like 1500 gold. Like if I had
Okay.
1200 gold, like I anyway. Point is during the boot camp, then we had this like extended sequence thing,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, so then and then I don't know if it was a joke or not, but y'all were talking about like, oh yeah, 3,000 gold. That's what I base.
Yeah.
Um, so I have had games where I've actually like not based till 3,000 gold, and I've had these long extended sequences.
Yeah. So
Um, yeah.
it's
Anyway,
it's definitely unorthodox. It's a lot of people would be like, "Whoa, don't do that." But the reasoning behind, I don't know, did Vakayu cover that as well, or was it just me?
no, Vergayu was both of y'all talked about the extended
Oh, okay.
sequence, and
Oh,
yeah,
perfect then. So basically, the reason behind it is because as a jungler right now, you have to basically stretch your time as much as possible and get as much gold funneled into as you can. Otherwise, you won't be able to kind of hard carry games as easily. Like obviously, it's not that you can't; it's just it's not as easy. So what you can do is this doesn't mean so this extended sequence as he coined it, or just me saying you can stay on the map with the amount of gold. What that means is that if you are already ahead and you already have, so let's say for example we'd spent this gold and we
hmm
have, let's say for theory's sake, we have 4,000 gold worth of items, and she hasn't got that far ahead. So let's say she only has 1,000 gold worth of items, right? So if we
hmm
both reset and we both spend, so actually I guess let's just say she has 2,000. So we have 4k, she has 2k. If we both reset and spend them, then we come out, we get some more kills, stuff like that. If we kill her again and she is still at this 2,000 gold, she needs to gain another 2k gold just to be even with us, to the
yeah,
point that she can actually fight us back. Now, because of this, it means that if they are super behind and we can get as much gold as possible through extending the time on the map by things like getting camps, stuff like that, that's really good. Because the goal with any kind of jungle champion in the game is what you want to do is you want to play your early game smart, don't give away anything for no reason, get an advantage somehow, which obviously the little cheesy method I gave you works very well in Loilo. So you can get an advantage. You can then be on the map with pressure. As soon as you can't provide as much pressure anymore because you've either got a lot of gold or say you haven't got much HP, then in that moment what you do is instead of recalling, you just go and clear away your entire jungle, just one full clear, and then when you reset, you'll have that big amount of gold from getting ahead and the big amount of gold from the from the full clear, which then means you can come back on the map and you can just permanently gank. You can just have pressure everywhere. You can force every objective on spawn. You can basically just invade a jungle and kill two, if not three of them. Sometimes four or five, depending on how far ahead you are. So yeah, it's obviously if you need that power spike for that moment, then it is 100% correct that you go for it. Like for example, in this situation, like we said, even though I hadn't seen the game before, like I said, well, what I would have done is gone to base, spent, and then come back out. So, like
yep,
for example, if we would have done that, we would have had this massive amount of gold. We could kill her off, take the
yeah.
dragon,
I
then
think
yeah,
I think I still win. I mean, I get what you're saying about getting the items. That makes a ton of
yeah,
sense. Get the drag. Uh, Actually, I'm gonna try that out. That this is a fundamental shift in my play. Is I do not solo drag level 5. without prio. Um, it's just bit me so many times.
Yeah. So the only thing to remember is pull it out so that if they come, you could
Yeah,
just
yeah,
dip.
I always pull it out when I'm on that side.
Yeah.
And I even will pull it out when I'm on the other side if I don't have flash.
Yeah.
Although sometimes I rely on flash and try to sneak it. Anyway, um, all that's to say is here I fucked up with my queue again.
Yeah. That was one
This has
thing.
been
Yeah.
like a on and off learning objective for like a long time, where like I don't save my queue, and if I even without my items, I kill her if I just save the queue.
Yeah. Yeah. You do.
So,
It's a little bit more risky, but yeah, you can do
but
potentially.
no, no, no. I get what you're saying
Yeah.
about like you know, uh, and then yeah, like if I queue that W right there, she's
Yeah.
she's
She
dead.
dies. Yeah.
But um, but I get what you're saying. I mean, she
Yeah.
she dies a way faster if I
Yeah.
have a freaking
And the thing is now you
Turek
don't
and
you have too much
and
gold to solo
daggers.
dragon too, so you can't actually solo dragon in this moment.
Yeah, and so there, then we have massive prio, and I
Yeah.
don't,
So
I'm
another
just,
issue is again these boots. Like honestly,
hmm
boots first on Yi like is very old meta.
okay.
Now you don't really do it. You just want to go into your combat stats because even though short attack speed is nice and the movement speed is okay, you already get more than enough movement speed from your ult. And the attack speed is nice, but you don't really need it as much. So
That's
now,
that's a shift too. I
yeah,
go back and forth on that, and
hmm
I made a note about not even taking attack speed boots, and
yeah,
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try cosmic on him.
yeah. So what I usually do is I'll obviously lethal tempo, inspiration secondary, and then I will start off building a bulk, and then I will decide what I want to do from there. Like, do I need to be tanky to fight? If so, then you can go Sunfire sometimes. Do you want to just pump out a ton of damage, which most of the time is what you do want? If the answer is yes, then you can still go into Kraken. Or you can just also go, okay, well, we have winning lanes, I can just go Kraken Rush, or if they've got like a big tank. This game, I think going Bork is really good, though. So now it's like, okay, we're invading in a jungle, sure. So yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So again, the boots don't really give you anything in that fight, not much anyway, because you didn't really get that many autos off anyway.
Right. And here she comes for some more.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, nice, we got the Grump.
I'm just like watching the top and the mid, and they aren't rotating. And my laners do this to me all the time. So
Yeah, just doom
whenever I
you.
get a game like this, I just abuse it as well.
Yeah, so here, to be honest, we probably want to just start Herald on Swan. Because, like, first Herald is really important.
I
So
do
you
I
always want it
do
on Swan.
prioritize first. I
Yeah.
I I go for Herald often, even when I'm not playing Belveth.
Yeah.
I
Because the thing is, first
I've
Herald
got
is really good because if you get it on a tower, it's like nearly 1300 gold. But also, the only issue is here, obviously, this ocean is just still respawning.
just
Which,
sitting there.
yeah, when we're playing a strong early game champ, like getting that first dragon is really important. Also, in terms of Herald mechanics, what you want to do is whenever she does a special attack, just run under her arm
Yeah, yeah.
to here.
I don't know why.
Then you can attack it.
If you watch like 100 of my Herald takes, they don't look like this, so I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm maybe distracted or something, but
That's fine.
um you see there we go. That's kind of more common how I think I just like I've actually gotten better at this where like I try to get it so that the very first charge just gets me in the middle anyway. I don't have to fuck around to get it in the middle of a pit like this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um
So now what we do want
anyway,
to do is we just want to. So what do we want to do here? Do you think before I tell you?
okay. So, let's see. I've got less than 1,000 gold. I've got a Herald. Timo's got Prio, but I am not pressing tab to see. So I might be able, like, with 4 plates, I might be able to take that top. I might be able to drop this mid and then go take drag. It's like thinking about what I do in a lot of games. My normal play here would be to go and push like a couple minions mid, drop the drag, and ping the tower for Heimerdinger, and then go take drag is kind of what I would do often.
Yeah.
Looking at the
Okay.
current map state, I might try to take top, depending on Timo. I haven't been paying attention to how much he's killed. But anyway, that's my standard play.
Okay. So all you need to do here is just clear everything. Clear everything into the dragon. That should be your main thought process in this. Just get everything cleared away so it's respawning. So obviously these Krugs right now. So you're level 6, these Krugs are level 1. So how much XP are you going to lose from them? Do you know? Hello? Can you still hear me? Oh. My bad. Can you hear me?
Coming back now, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on a wireless internet, so sometimes it just randomly cuts out. Okay, so like I was saying, the main thing you want to just do here is just full clear. So full clear
Because
everything, yeah, into dragon,
Okay.
and then go from
Okay.
there. Because the dragon
Alright.
spawn is already like really delayed now.
Yeah. So it looks like I did think to myself, maybe because of
Okay, so we could have killed him there if we would have just ulted. So don't be afraid of just ulting.
hmm.
Like, it doesn't matter if you waste something in this level of play, as long as you play properly around the fact that you've wasted it.
Yeah, and then I even made some notes to myself. I remember this. I dropped Rift a little bit too early. Rift could have
It's,
killed it.
I mean, it's fine. It's not a big deal.
But yeah, what was this?
So the issue is right now you're going to lose a ton of XP. So you're level 7 now. So how much XP
Mhm.
do you think you're going to lose from this level 1 camp?
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't I don't actually know.
You're going to lose 50% XP. So for every 1 level you're above a
Mhm.
camp,
Mhm.
it is minus 10% XP. For every level. So
So
it,
it's like 5 levels down or
yeah, so
whatever.
it caps out of 50. So it can
Okay.
only be a maximum of 50% loss.
Okay.
But yeah, so any camp that is 5 levels below you, you're going to lose 50% XP off it. That's why it's important that you clear them away.
Yeah, this was unfortunate.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
he ignites me and I die.
To be fair, probably just, I mean, there's multiple kind of areas to this. The first one being that, again, we just didn't fight him. I can't remember, he's a support. So there's no reason to run from him here. Pop your ultimate with your E, red smite him, just do damage, and then
Yeah, I
save
think
your
he
Q
like
for his
stuns me
ultimate.
and
There we
then
go.
like
And then just do more
I
damage.
yeah, I mean I queued his
Oh, yeah, you did Q the ult. So the issues
so
here is a few things. First one, that you didn't just start a fight with him. Second one, we didn't use red smite, we didn't use ultimate. We've got 2,000 gold on us as well. And itemization is wrong. So all of these factors basically resulted in you not being able to kill him here. Which, don't get me wrong, Belvith is very down on CS.
yeah, I mean I think he just surprised me in the bush. I didn't expect support to be roaming top,
Yeah, he's a
but
pike. That's all he does, really. So we're up 20
yeah.
CS, but we could have been way, way more if we were actually farming our camps. So one of the big things to realize in these low elos is
Mhm.
the game is not going to be over for a long time. Like, even if they get ahead, the ability to close the game out in lower elos is a lot
Mhm.
more non-existent, should I say.
Yep.
So it's like, what you
That's
can
why I always
do,
go for late game.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can just focus on farm as much as you can, get to your 2 items, gank and invade whenever it's good to, But just focus on farming primarily, get to those 2 items, and then you just take over the game. So here we don't take red. Okay, we do.
So,
Yeah,
and
it's
this
just because
is
I saw
like,
you walking into the bush. It's good to sequence them by taking red last.
okay, all right, yeah.
Because they spawned back earlier. But see, so now we have lost dragon.
Yep.
Because we got to port to the opposite side, but, you know, we should have been there in the first place. So here we can potentially get... So ult early, ult early. Ooh, okay, so we... This was, we tried to make too many decisions at once.
Yep.
And they
And I
all
was
went wrong.
late. I was way late to the fight,
Yeah.
so.
So here, like, it doesn't matter that you're too late, just R. Just go. Just pop your R and start running them down way earlier. Like, remember, it resets on every kill.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Belveth flashed. I guess I could have flashed to catch her.
Yeah,
That would have
yeah,
been,
go for it.
yeah.
Like, if you flash and you get, like, 4 kills off it, then that's very,
Yep.
very worth.
Yeah. So actually going back, if we go back to 10:59 game time, this is like when I was gonna go for. I can't see what the game time is because of the
Yeah, this is
share. It's not
10:50.
just
Yeah.
10:50. Okay, so right here, my question is, I know they are on drag. Should I go Raptors red or should I skip? Should I take red and go to the fight or should I skip? Basically, like I know they're on drag right now, right there, right at this moment.
I mean, you should already
Timer.
have red, so red is really important. But, like,
Yeah. I guess like so. It's kind of like back in the game. Like if you back up more,
yeah, so
like
the,
if you
the issue
back
is
up,
here.
like
So
to
the
there.
problem,
Okay, so
the
here.
no,
So
so the problem is that you're looking at the wrong point.
okay.
So all of this that's happening now is already
Uh-huh.
happening in error, if that makes sense. So it's like,
Fair enough. Fair
but
enough.
with this information that you do have, yes, you should have just skipped it because you see Belveth in bot lane. So just skip Krugs,
Yep.
go red, Raptors, and then go bot. Like your Krugs are already going to lose you a ton of XP, but it's because we've pathed wrong.
Gotcha. So at this point,
Then it's better to just
don't
take
take
red, go
one
bot.
Krugs are kind of worthless at this point.
Yeah,
Um, I see Belveth bot lane. I see that they're, if they get a kill, which they do, they just killed. So I know they're gonna go to drag now. So
yeah,
I should stop fucking with Krugs. I should take my red and get that red buff and get Yi
yeah. Get
to
bot
the
as quick as you can. Yeah,
to the to the drag.
yeah.
Okay. All right. No. That's super helpful.
Just because you could have potentially cleaned up, even if you were here, like at this point, right? Like even
Right.
if you
Yeah.
were a
Like if I
little bit
just
sooner.
if I skip Krugs and skip Raps and just take red and show up with red buff, I get kills.
Yeah.
But I showed up too late. So yeah. Okay.
You could have potentially killed 4 of them though. But like the amount of damage that you do right now because you've got boots is so much lower than it should be. So you do take these counts, which is good. So I managed to soak away mid, which is again completely fine. So just see what's gonna happen here. Do you see what the issue is?
So my team is now left. I killed both bot laners, and then mid is like almost dead.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why I'm still engaging a level down on,
Yeah.
on a Zed.
Plus, you've got 1500 gold on you.
Yep. So
So
yeah,
at this
not
point,
quite
clear that wave and just go and clear your top camps.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not quite sure
Yeah,
what
because
my.
by the time you get here, I mean, okay, you do get 1.
And then
Okay. Okay, we
I
get
think I
six.
went, yeah, I think they chased me down and then I went back and I got Zeddy.
Okay.
So it was a miss that's I don't want to do result, what do they call it, results
Yeah,
based
results-based
analysis.
analysis, yeah. I mean, it worked,
Like,
which is
but
fine,
it
I
was not
guess.
the right play. Yeah.
So you go Borg, Kraken Slayer is fine. So if you go Borg first, you want to make sure that you go your Mythic second.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's tell me about that. That's different than,
So
what
the issue that
I
you're gonna
see
have
high
right
elo,
now,
like Tausep doesn't do that and this kind of stuff.
yeah. So the one of the issues that you're gonna get is you're not gonna get your Mythic bonus. So you've already got a Borg. Borg is really really good on you, which is great. Don't get me wrong. But then
Hmm.
you're not actually gonna get a Mythic bonus until way way later. Which the Mythic bonus on Kraken Slayer is so good for you because it's just attack speed. So when you get your Borg, instead of your Borg giving 25% attack speed, it's going to give 30%.
I
So,
get what you're saying because I got the 5% AS from the
yes, from
Kraken
Kraken, yeah.
Mythic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it basically means that your Borg is going to do even more. So it basically just buffs that item for you.
Right, but Rage, if I finish the Rage Blade, or actually even just with Rage Knife, no, is it right?
So the thing is,
Yeah, if you have a Rage Knife, or
you've
I
already
might
got
know
your
if I have
attack
a.
speed item, right? Like your item that's going to give you a lot of attack speed. You've already basically bought it. The same way with what ADCs. What you do on ADC is you go your mythic first, either Gale, Kraken, Shield Ball for some. But if you're playing a Gale or Kraken champion, your second item will either be an attack speed item or a utility item that you need to win the game. So it's kind of the same with Yi, but because Bork is actually really good synergy with him, you can take that first item instead of second.
Yeah, so the common the what the kind of the high elo Yi mains do, and then what the common prevailing like Yi community says is you do two items. So you do Bork and Rageblade first, and then you save the choice of Sunfire and uh, Kraken until your third item.
It's super late though.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, look, right now, like, we're going to get our second item in like 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this is useless going for this crab, so. Yeah, so we're going to go for it. So this is useless. So right now it's 15 minutes. What are you going to get from this Herald?
Um, yeah, that's a good question. I'm not, I was kind of thinking back to the build and I lost the game state here, what I was thinking. Um, so I don't know, what are we at, 15 minutes?
Yep, 15:29.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe like drag is coming up. Like I get a mid tower, like I could drop this mid and distract and make him make a choice between saving mid tower.
Okay. So this tower's going to drop anyway. We can just walk up and auto it, and it dies. The
Hmm.
issue that we currently have right now is we do have a dragon spawning, which is the more important objective.
Mm-hmm.
We
And all
have
our camps
all
are
of
up.
our camps available to take, besides buffs.
Mm-hmm.
And the dragon is spawning soon as well. So what we want to do here is instead of wasting time on the herald and getting absolutely nothing out of it, like what we want to do instead is we just want to leave it. It's not really that important. Go farm our camps away, and then look for a dragon instead. Second herald isn't really worth it. First is so good because with plates, a tower is worth pretty much 1,300 gold if you take it fully. So that's a huge amount of gold for you and Elena. Well, that's
Yeah.
what two kills worth of gold, which is huge, especially in things like Yi. That's why I use it in solo lanes, preferably mid. But see here now, we use this. Okay, we get this. The herald's not even gonna get this tower. Like
Right.
okay,
No, no,
we
no.
get
I
we
think
get it to charge tier 2, sure, which is okay, but like we could have done this anyway. We didn't really need the herald to do it. It's just speeding us up a bit. So now this is where we would initiate an extended sequence. So we would go get the dragon, and then go and clear every single camp on the map because we know once this dragon is dead, there's nothing for us to get. Also, auto attack it once or twice and then Q, and you won't get knocked back.
yeah, no, I don't know why I didn't do that. Was my queue up?
It's fine.
Looks like it was
So this is the
down.
thing. A lot of the times when it comes to climbing out these lower kind of ranks, just in general in League, so this is bad. I hope we don't fight this. Is this bad because we've already got 600 more gold in our jungle alone,
Okay.
which gets us our Ginzus. And even if we get this, okay, sure. Well, okay, we don't even get it. And now see how we're just wasting time?
Yep.
Like, there's nothing for us to do on the map right now. We should just be farming away our camps. Sure, we get this
Okay.
camp, but it's not that big.
Okay.
Because now we can't really, I guess... So, in an ideal world where these players don't just run at you, like, we can't really fight here. So this is the thing. It's one of the things that you want to do in League is, okay, if we look back at this and go, okay,
Yeah,
well,
here's
you're about
a
to
really
get...
bad call. I'm like covered in poison and I die.
Okay, yeah. So, like, in this situation, it's like, okay, we've got multiple things we can do. We can either take the safe route and farm up properly and get strong, even stronger than we currently are, purely through farming up and doing the right things. This is low variance gameplay because there's very little variables to interchange. So it's literally a case of do you right click your camps and go and clear every single one? If yes, then congratulations, you've done your job. Here it's
Yeah, that
like,
makes sense.
can you rely on using all your abilities in the exact right way and then even playing it perfectly, you still might not win because you've got 2,000 gold. So it's like there is a risk of you dying, which obviously did happen, which doesn't really need to happen when you're so far ahead. So it's like
Yeah.
don't get pressured into doing stupid things just because it seems okay. Like, sure, they get these kills, but everybody's playing these fights really bad. So it's like, okay, it did work
Yeah.
out, but
Yeah.
now you have to come and clear away all your camps.
Okay.
And look, we're at 18 minutes and we're nowhere near a mythic.
Yeah, this is
We still
I
need
mean
so much
that's
more.
just like very, very common for Yi, but
I
you
don't
know,
think it's good, personally. Like, going both of these, because you're just building just attack speed items, whereas Kraken just gives you so much more. You get base damage, you get a nice bit crit, you get the true damage, which is even insane on Yi, because he already does so much true damage, but it's just additional. Like, attack speed, crit, really, really good. And yeah, so Kraken is just really good. I would probably recommend not going Ginzu second. I'd go at third. Or if you do really like Ginzu's, go Kraken into Ginzu's and then maybe get a bulk later. But the next thing is, so we're at 1830 here. So another issue that we're having, really big issue actually, is on our first reset, we got one pink, okay? So that one pink, not too bad, because we can use it for the dragon. Okay, sure, great. Then we get our next reset, which I think is another death. Okay, we still got this one pink. Okay, so we haven't used it, obviously. We did kind of hint a little bit by where we went. So we've used that pink, okay, great. Bum, 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 bum. So now, right now on the map, what objective is it for you to take? Herald? Okay, this was a useless herald though, as we said. So why did we buy two pinks?
So again, this kind of goes back to the boot camp. There was a session Rikayu did where he just talks about how he buys like 30 pinks a game, and I think 30 is an exaggeration, but I I'm happy to change this. I'm just telling you why I do
Yeah.
it. Like I try to habitually have the pinks on me
Okay.
so that I always have them to deny, or like if my sweeper's down and I want to, drop one, or to drop deep vision, and I like to move the deep vision around.
Okay.
Um, so I just honestly I just do it as a course of habit. I don't kind of like have the okay, this is what I want to use the pink for, therefore
Yeah.
I'm buying a pink.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, so
and
that's
I'm
the thing with
happy to
pinks.
kind of change that.
Yeah. So, like, buying a large amount of pinks is never good when you're a carry. Which in solo queue, like, especially if you're playing things like Yi, you are a carry. You are always a carry,
Yep.
especially in low elos. Now the issue with pinks is we not only are buying them when we don't really need them, the other thing that
Mm-hmm.
we're also doing is we're feeding the enemies with them, and we're just delaying our mythic spikes. Well, just delaying
Yeah,
our spikes in
yeah.
general. It's like I don't know how many pinks you went this game, but you know how much you give to the enemy when you have a pink.
Yeah, it's like 30 gold a pink or something
So
like
it's
that.
30 gold, but it's 40 experience.
Mm.
So, like, for example, Grump is, I think, like 120 XP at level 1. Sorry, 135 XP at level 1. So, 3 pink wards, and you basically give the enemies a free Grump. So, you're basically just feeding them XP and gold with pinks that you don't really need. It's like, okay, we can put a pink on this Herald, but we shouldn't really go for the Herald anyway. So, now we've got 2 pinks that we're not going to use for anything. Okay, we put another one. So where did we put ours? We put it in Pixel? Okay. I mean, we didn't... They weren't going to see us from Pixel, were they?
So
Like,
this is again, I know I'm like invoking for Caillou like
yeah.
often. So he did a session where he talked about that's where to put your pink when you take Herald.
Okay. I
He
mean,
says you can sweep um the pit, but that one the a pink the pixel and that way you get the early warning if like mid rotates.
no. So this is bad ward spot. What you want to do is you want to put it here instead. On the edge. Because then you still get that information from mid. You get information from here earlier. But also, there's a much lower chance that they'll ever check this brush.
Yeah.
Like this one,
Okay.
absolutely everybody and their dog puts their pink in this brush.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So because of that, like it's just gonna get cleared super quick, and you're not gonna get massive value. You want your pigs to be on the map as long as possible, so that it's on the map until you need to move it in order to secure something else. So yeah, this is just too common. Like a few years ago, it was like, oh, this was really revolutionary, but now it's like it's way too common. And now it's like, okay, what is that pink providing us now? Nothing really, right? Like,
Yeah, no, it just
yeah. Plus, again, so we already covered this about the kind of the time wasted and stuff.
yep, yep.
So we were around about here. Okay, so now we get a red. Okay, great. Again, though, we bought 2 more pinks.
Right. Yeah, no, no, no. I buy
Yeah,
them every time I back. So I can change that. That's easy.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Because, like, in this spot right now, we could have a dagger, which is going to provide you with way more. Like, combat stats are always the most important. Like, if, say, for example, you are playing a tank in the jungle, let's say we're playing Volibear or Zac or something like that, that, doesn't really need gold as much because they have such high base damage and base stats, then okay, it's okay to spend a bit more on control wards if you're playing in an elo where people know how to use them. Even if you're putting control wards down, you're playing in an elo where people will not see any enemies walk over them because they're just not looking at the map.
Right.
So
Yeah,
it's
I like them a lot, but yeah. I mean,
okay, so this is fine, we get some kills, nice, good. Again, take away their camps. So right here, there's 2 camps available, there's a Grump and a Wolf camp. We've just got an advantage, go and push that advantage more. We do go eventually, sure, but it's super, super late. And now her red buff is available to take, I hope we realise. Okay. This control ward, not too bad, but you cut off vision here. So if you want to put a control ward in this brush, put it here and on the edge, and then it'll see like this entire area. It's just way better.
okay, so that's um but I guess earlier game that wouldn't catch the red. So does that ward placement change because we're so pushed up?
Not really. So like with the red here, like you're gonna see them if they walk around here, and you've got a ward here, so you're gonna see them if they come like this as well.
Right. No, 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 yeah, but
Oh, early into the game. So early into the game, what you can do is there's a little brush just by the red buff. Earlier game, it's okay to just put it like here, like specifically there, because if they walk into this brush and they just go past it like this, they're not gonna see it, and it'll stay there for quite a while. So you've just
yeah,
got
I
to
put
be
it in
sneaky
that
with your
corner a
pinks.
lot, and sometimes I get that like, you know, pink ward is like been up for 20 minutes thing.
Yeah, the
I don't
longevity
that
buff.
doesn't happen to me anymore because I used pink anyway. I'm happy to buy fewer pinks. Is there a scenario where like you think I should buy pinks?
So the thing you have to ask yourself whenever you buy a pink is, what am I going to use this on? Where is this pink going to go? And what is it going to give me? What benefit am I going to get from this pink? If
Gotcha.
putting a
Okay.
pink on dragon means that you get the dragon because they don't have vision, that's great. That's amazing. You can save sweeper for a gank. Perfect. If you're buying it to go for a second herald that's not actually going to give you any meaningful advantage other than your challenges in game, or if you're just buying them for the sake of it without really having a plan, then that means that you shouldn't be buying it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like, you should
That's
always have
helpful.
plan and purpose to every pink.
I
Otherwise,
also
they just eat away at your gold. Like I said, 75 per. Then they also give 30 gold to the enemy, and they also give that 40 XP, which is a considerable amount.
I also want to respect your time. I don't
It's
know
okay.
what we had booked here, about an
We
hour
can,
or
yeah, we can just kind of rush to the end a little bit. I mean, we've covered so much already that I don't want to overwhelm you with information either. So we're just going to look in general. Like, at this point of the game as a year, you're so far ahead, like, you're so strong that you can just kill everybody anyway.
yeah, yeah, we just win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there, just keep fighting. If you're going to die anyway, you may as well keep fighting.
Yeah.
But we get that mid inhib. Rotate to bot side. Okay, good stuff. We take this again. Don't be afraid of ulting. You ult way too slow. As soon as you see a kill, like, so at this point in the game, when you've got this many items on you, if you see somebody, they are dead. So as soon as you see somebody, just pop the ult straight away and go. Like, it's not on
Okay.
that big of a cooldown anyway. What, 78-second cooldown?
No, he's very
That's
low
nothing.
cooldown for
Yeah,
his ult.
that's nothing. So yeah, just pop it and then just go. We go to a
Yeah, I
dragon
mean,
here, which, we probably don't need. We just go for the top inhib. So just don't really bother going for that dragon at this point. Because if you get that top inhib, you end the game with 6 supers anyway. Okay, we get a fight here, which is standard, and then we end the game. So yeah, this is just Yi in general. Oh, okay, unlucky. So again, a situation you could have popped ult just for the movement speed, but I think Teemo ends here anyway, right?
Yeah, I don't remember what happened, but I mean, we're way ahead at this point. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of time.
So one thing for perspective, when I was saying about control wards, they give 40 experience, right? How much
Hmm.
XP do you think you get for a solo kill at level 1?
A solo kill?
At level 1, yeah.
I don't know. You can get about 300 gold, right?
Yeah, you get 40, well, you get first blood gold too, but you get 42 XP for a level 1 solo
For
kill.
a kill.
Yeah, so basically
So,
every single control ward you're putting down, you're giving a level 1 kill. Obviously it goes up to 114 at level 2, so it
okay.
does jump up quite significantly, but yeah, it goes up a
Yeah,
lot,
no, I
but
mean, I think I already have some immediate things I can shift.
yeah.
So I'm gonna try shifting my build.
Yeah, so I
Or
think
I'm gonna shift my,
yeah,
yeah.
main things to focus on. Change your build about. Again, change your runes about as well. I would recommend, like I said, going boots purely because then you can just focus primarily on getting your 2 attack speed items. Oh, sorry, your 2 core items, so an attack speed item and a kraken. Then from there, you end up in a position where you can just farm way more than you're doing. Like, if your camps are up and available to take them, unless there's a really obvious killer where to go. And if there is, go for it. But if not, then just farm, go from there. And then yeah, into like things like your priority, stuff like that. Again, make sure to just force dragons early. Like I said, get a control ward for it. Get a full. So what you can even do is full clear your jungle from whichever side the dragon is on, all the way up. Then on that reset, you can reset and get a vampiric anyway, because you get more than enough gold from clearing your jungle out. You can maybe look for a kill. That's fine. Actually, well, it depends, right? Because you can do the level in one invade as well, which is fine. So I think for now, what you should probably focus on, get your red buff, do the level 1 invade, get kills, or if you don't get the kills, at least get the camps. Reset, get your camps on that opposite side, then clear away everything on your side of the jungle. Reset again, spend that for vampiric and daggers, and then go straight into dragon. And then
Yeah.
from there, then you can, once you've got dragon, you can, if you've got time, clear away everything again, and then reset, spend gold, go straight to herald. If you do that, then after that, the second, third, fourth dragon, you can just hard camp for them, and you'll be so far ahead, it'll be easy.
Yeah, I will say right now that like the mental stack is a little bit kind of overloaded,
Yeah,
and
of
I
course.
can,
Yeah, it will be. Don't
well,
worry.
no. Like I should say like specific on some. So there's way more stuff for I mean there's enough stuff for me to kind of think about for a few games. But what I am saying though is um like the info that is contradictory to what was
Okay. Yeah.
shared during the boot camp.
Yeah.
So for example, like outside in rule, like
Okay.
like
One
I
sec.
started applying that,
Uh huh.
and what I found was like in a lot of games, like I would almost like ignore like I took their camps first and my camps were dessert.
Yeah,
It's
that's
kind of
fine.
like the
Yeah, that's
rule.
okay. That's good. That's
But
good.
so that's kind of how I have been playing, but now I'm kind of hearing like if my camps are up, take them.
Yeah. So if so, what I'll do is I'll end the recording here, anyways, then I'll upload it later.